this video is going to piss off a lot of people because most people, I would say at least the ones I know, 80% of them buy lottery tickets. So if you don't want to have a bad day, if you don't want to hear the harsh reality of buying lotto tickets, maybe you can skip this video. But if you're here, like one of my many followers and many of my friends and family who ask for financial advice and then mention lottery tickets in the same sentence, I really trash them really hard, and that's what I'm going to do in this video as well. This is going to be a complete bashing for anybody who buys a lotto ticket, and I'll give you reasonable things, actual reasons, and actual studies, actually research studies that will make you embarrassed to ever buy a lotto ticket again. And trust me, that will be the best thing that I can do for you. So let's start with one thing. The first thing is laziness. Is it right to say that people who buy lotto tickets are lazy people? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Let me tell you why. Think about any successful person. A lot of names will pop up, right? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and a lot of successful people out there. Think of any one person who ever said that the reason behind my success was a lottery ticket. Can you think of any name? I cannot think of any name. There's never been a significant personality in this world, someone people respect and value, who went to that level of success or achievement with a lotto ticket. That's one thing. All those people who have reached great heights in life, they have been people who have delivered value or who have done hard work. Hard work, value, and all these things get people where they want to go. What lazy people do is they buy lotto tickets, they click on those YouTube ads that lie to you, telling you that you can make $2,000 a day, just start right now with minimal investment, and that can help you reach that goal. But there is no hard work you need for it. All you got to do is just click on this ad and money will start flowing to you. And people try those scams, which I think Lotto is as well. Lotto is a big scam, and people keep failing, they keep losing money, and they never reach their target. So one thing is, if you are going for a piece of ticket that costs you a $10 or $20, and you want this thing to change your life without hard work, you don't want hard work to change your life, you don't want creative ideas, imagination, or helping people out, none of those things would help you. But $10, spending that is very easy for you, and you want that to change your life, that's the problem. That's where you will be called a lazy person. And maybe it's a thing of, dignity. Maybe it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, let me tell you what that approach will do to you. This is what I know from my friends and family, okay? Especially my family. So what they say is, what's your plan? Okay, what's your plan to get that dream house? I asked them, what's your plan to get that dream house or that dream car that you promised to yourself and your family? I'm going to wait for my lottery. That's the usual response. Or the sayings that when I get my lotto, I'm going to do this. When I get my lotto, I'm going to take care of my parents. This, again, guys, is a very, very lazy approach because, first of all, the odds of you winning a lotto are null. And I'm going to go to the odds just in a few seconds. The thing is, when you rely on lotto, you don't do anything in life. You don't say, you know what, I got to build a business. Imagine if you didn't have the option for a lotto and you had in your mind to make $60 million. You don't have the lotto ticket. So what you would do is build a business, be really good at your job, start investing money. You would come up with really legit strategies that most people use, and those people are successful in making money. But because you rely on laziness, you just sit back and you want magically lotto to come to you. Okay, maybe it's not a bad thing to wait for it, but what are the odds? Are you actually going to get your lottery? Well, according to studies, there are more chances of you getting struck by lightning. There are more chances that you will become a successful movie star in Hollywood. There's more chances you'll become POTUS, President of the United States of America. And what else is there? There's more chances of you being in a plane crash, which is 1 in millions, I believe. You have more chances of getting into all those conditions before winning your lottery. Have you been in those conditions? How many people around you have been in those conditions? Probably none. And you think that you will overcome that and then have the odds of winning a lottery? Absolutely not. So that's one thing. Odds are negligible, and you are going to that lotto store every week, wasting $10, $20. In 4 years, if you waste $20 a month, in 4 years, you have lost $1,000. And how much money have you gained from lottery? Millions? I don't think so. You can keep buying lottery tickets for the rest of your life. The odds just don't make sense for you to do that. Once again, what did, I think, was it Albert Einstein or some genius who said insanity is the definition of doing the same thing over and over again? That's one thing, so you're being insane. The other thing that Albert Einstein, and again, don't underestimate Albert Einstein, he is the most genius person of all generations of this planet. Never been a more smart person than him. He said, and I quote, "Do not try to become a person of success, but try to become a person of value." So when you start delivering value, you start a business where you help people, you do a service for people, you provide products for people, or you provide value to your job or wherever you work, you help your boss out. That's where you get your promotion. In businesses, that's where you get your big contract. And with those things, with value, you grow and you become successful. If you hope to be successful without value, which is what people do with a lotto ticket, they end up just being that, waiting for a lotto ticket. Now, let me ask you guys, what is going to be your legacy? That's also important, right? So when you're 20, you start making money and now you start buying lotto tickets. When you're 30, you don't have anything in terms of a lottery win. And most likely when you retire, you won't have anything. So now your kids grow up, they grow up in poverty. And when you're old, they're smart enough. They ask you, Dad or Mom, what did you do in life? Why have we been always financially unstable? Wouldn't it feel ridiculous and stupid to say that I had a plan, my major plan was to wait for a lottery ticket and I never got it, so, it sucks, we just had bad luck. That is going to be the most ridiculous thing to say, and I'm sorry if, again, I'm offending people here, but this is the reality. This is going to be your legacy. You could have done a lot of hard work. You could have just put a lot of memories aside, hopes aside, and actually started hard work, started business, started investment. But our legacy was we waited for something which had very tiny microscopic odds. And another thing is, when you do something in terms of progress, for example, let's say I start a restaurant chain. Maybe I'm going to fail or maybe I'm going to succeed. Either way, I will have in my log a list of experiences, mistakes that I learned from, or successes that I built on. I would have a log of experiences with which I can start my next venture or continue my currently existing venture. With all this, I have a track record of continuously going to some place, progressing nonstop, at least in my knowledge. But with, again, lottery tickets, what we do is have a constant strain of, guess what? Disappointments. Disappointments every week, whenever there's a lotto win. I don't even know when that is. I've bought lotto 2 times in my life, which I'm never proud of. I think I should have never even done it once. But every time this happens, you have just that huge disappointment because guess what? You're waiting, you're hoping that this time when I scratch my ticket, when I scan my ticket, today is going to be the day. You pray for it, you spend lots of emotional energy on it, and what you keep getting is disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Guys, this builds up. When you go through a lot of failures, this included in the lottery tickets, when you scan them, this makes you feel like an unsuccessful and a worthless person. And scratching those lotto tickets, knowing the outcome, knowing what's going to happen, but expecting millions and yet failing is something that will make you not very dignified when you look at yourself in the mirror. You won't think of it, but in the mind and the imagination, the mind perceives you as a loser because you keep losing and losing and losing. And that's what you're doing every time you scratch the lotto ticket, every time you scan the lotto ticket, and you're making yourself miserable. You will never have confidence in yourself no matter what you start. So stop torturing yourself by doing this activity. Now, one natural question that would come is, what do we do if we don't invest in lotto tickets? I mean, we're nice people. We're not just brats. We're actually trying to give something to our family. I understand that. Lotto is not the way to go, as I explained with all the points above. So what you can do is, according to me, what I would say, based on my experience, is a lot of money in the world is in business. And if you don't know how to start a business, I have made a really good video with very detailed steps on how to start your own business. Type on YouTube, HZad Education, how to start your business. You will learn that very quick. So I think people who are hardworking and who want to deliver value and help people and are ready to take a few risks, they can easily become successful businessmen. And that's where I think all the money is. But businesses are not the only things you want to get into. If you're a hard worker in whatever you're currently doing, you can achieve tremendous amounts of success. Gordon Ramsay is a chef. So chefs are paid what, thousands of dollars in a year, but not millions. I think this guy's worth 100 million plus, I guess. But he didn't start a business. He was a really good chef. And from there, he got recognition, he got welcomed into other opportunities, and he became a multimillionaire. 100 million is bigger than a $60 million lottery. Also, celebrities, they're also working. That's also acting. They act from schools, then in theaters, and then they audition for bigger things. But because they're really good at what they do, they make millions as celebrities. People in politics, they start as ministers, then they go into the parliament, and then they become the president or prime minister because they're really good at their work. Similarly, people like normal workers, they go and get promoted, become supervisors, managers, and CEOs. Then they go and get invited into big companies like CEOs of Google, CEO of Disney. These people make millions of dollars, multi-millions of dollars, and that's where they earn much more money than a lottery winner in a lifetime. So you don't have to start your own business. You can be just really good at what you are doing, and opportunities will open up. It will give you consistent flow of money month to month instead of one big payout, and it will be something you'll be proud of. You will have a legacy. You will know it's hard-earned money, and you will always be more proud of it. And even if you fail, the disappointment from that will be far lesser than knowing that all you did in your life was buy lottery tickets. The disappointment of knowing that that's your hard work, that's what you really did, with all the tools, all the great intelligence that God gifted you, all you did was buy lottery tickets. You will be really disappointed when you retire. And trust me, that's not a good place to be in. That's it, guys. That's my video for today. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you find value in it. If you disagree or if you agree, let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe, like, and share, and tell your friends about what we're doing here so we can add more value into other people's lives. Thank you, and take care.